Welcome to Planted. My name is Ian, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can make this plant propagator 2.0. It takes all of the elements of a propagator I've used for years, link in the description, and it has a whole bunch of new attributes. Obviously it's much bigger, which is very advantageous, but in this video I'm going to explain to you why it is the way it is, why it works, how it works, and I guess most importantly of all, how it can work for you. First of all, let's talk about a plant propagator. If you want to grow a few seeds in the springtime and you want to germinate seeds and plant them outside, this is all you need. Just a little plastic container. You would have a plant pot inside here with your grow medium in, sow your seeds in that, and make sure that that dish has got holes in it. And this will keep it nice and humid, which is the conditions that seeds want. You can put a cover over it to simulate dark, put this near a heater. If you can keep it at 70 degrees, you've got the right heat, the right humidity, and then once they start to germinate, you can take the cover off and let natural sunlight do the rest. This is great for many, many people. And if you haven't done this, I would urge you to do this before you do this. With a little bit of experience behind you, you'll know that light, heat, humidity are the three things that help plants grow, and in particular help seeds germinate. So you need to be able to manage those aspects. Now, in my prior plant propagator, it was portable. You could pick it up, move it around, plug in the heat pad and the light source, and it would not leak water. So when you use a spray mister, any water buildup wouldn't leak into your house. And that portability is very important. This, on the other hand, is not portable. I've got this in the warm part of my greenhouse, and it measures just under 3 feet wide, 2 feet deep, and that's perfect for my bench size. So whatever you've got, make it match your bench size. Now the first thing that I did was make this base. And I'm going to unclip this now so you can see inside. And I expect a collective ooh. You'll note the very easy lift up door. And what you have is this black stuff. This is high density polyethylene. It's very inert, it doesn't twist, it doesn't warp. If it gets wet, it does not matter at all. And this is the stuff. Now you can find this readily on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. You get offcuts. Why is this so special? You can clean it and it will not harbor any bugs, bacteria or fungus. Remind you that this is humid and wet, and that's what bugs like. So don't make this out of plywood, make it out of some sort of inert material that won't harbor bugs and bacteria. This is the stuff. So there's a tray in the bottom, which is my area, my size. And then there's a collar that goes around that. I mean, you can see it from this picture. We'll take a close look in a moment. But that forms the basis of the propagator. It has a little bit of weight to it, which you want. You want it to be stable. And then like the other propagator that I've been using for quite some time, it's got these domed sides, one each end. And then there's a piece of plastic fastened on the far side that comes over, and then it clamps down nice and tight. And you want to make sure that you have a seal here. You don't want any heat that builds up inside to escape out of the ends. Now what we have is this environment. As you can see, I've already got it packed full of plants. I've got some fig cuttings growing. I've got some small seedlings growing, and I'll have a lot more seeds to go in there shortly. But the elements that we have in here are really easy for you to replicate. In the bottom, I have a heat mat. You can see it right here. This heat mat, that plugs into power, and that is either on or off. You could attach that to a thermostat and have it switch on and switch off. Then I have another heat mat. This unit has a thermostat. So I have this set at 70 degrees. It's now at, what, 65, because the door's open and it's let the heat out. And I keep this anywhere from 65 to 75, and it will cycle on and off accordingly. This is great. It's a great addition, and it's well worth doing. Now, This is the light that I took out of the other unit. And I want to show you this. I'm going to add a second light, and this is what it is. It's an LED light. It takes minimal wattage to make this work. It puts out a tiny amount of heat, but I'm going to have two of these kind of side by side, maybe at a slight angle, to give me better intensity and also more cover. Light is a very strange thing. We see it with our eyes as brightness. Plants see it very differently. So what is bright to us is not bright to them, and vice versa. So don't be fooled that a bright light to you is giving the plants what they need. Two of these with overlapping light will do a much better job in here. So I'll be adding this shortly. Very affordable, get this off the internet, absolute lifesaver. And as I said before, don't plug this in and it not work because you haven't turned on the little toggle switch. So this is an LED grow light. You'll need one, in this case two of these. Let's just set that down there. When you assemble this, assemble it so it's nice and strong and robust. I'm going to give this a bit of a shake, and you can see it's not moving, it's not twisting. When this is fully loaded and there's weight in here, you want to have it so that it can retain its integrity. You don't want it twisting and having air leaks, and that air that you want nice and warm vents out of the gaps, and you've no longer got what you want. Now, what else have I got to share with you? This piece of wood here, I did say to you, use inert materials. This piece of wood is aromatic cedar. I've got two of them in here, and on top of it I've got rested this crossbeam, which helps with this, this vent. This is in an attempt to help drive away bugs. The aromatic cedar, I believe, has got that ability to chase bugs away. So we'll see. So let's have a closer look. First thing we have is the light up here. And in that back corner, if I can just get in there, you can see that there's a hole drilled and all the electric cables pass out the back of the unit. This here is the thermostat that measures the temperature, and that will cut on and off the big heat mat that I've got. Don't put that at the very top because it'll give you a false reading, and don't put it at the very bottom. This one is working well for me. You can see down here we've got one heat mat, and there is the other heat mat. So what they provide is bottom heat, and the heat will rise through the pot, warming the roots, warming the soil and the growing medium, and really energizing that area where we want our roots to grow. So enamored was I with that, I thought, let's see if I can improve upon it. And what I've done is, I think I have. You can see down here, we've got a 60-watt light bulb, and that's on a timer. And I've got some more of the high-density polyethylene, and I've screwed onto the top of it this piece of aluminum for our American friends and aluminium for everybody else, which means that the heat that comes off this light raises onto this sheet, and then the heat is dispersed. So, and I just have that on this timer. I've got it so it's on, off, and if I turn this, you'll see it click on. Whoops. So this will stay on for 15 minutes and then turn off, and then come on again and then turn off. And it really is fantastic. It's a great way of getting heat into plants that are in trays. And with a unit as large as this, you have a seed tray down here and the light is too far away. So when these seeds were germinating, they had bottom heat from this underneath, and then they also had the light and a little bit of heat from the lens above. And as you can see, those little seedlings are doing just fine. That's a plant called Ceratotheca triloba. More about that in the coming months. I'm going to have this set up so that there's a constant range of plants growing in it, germinating in it. Having it at that 65, 75 degree temperature is just perfect. But you too can make this. It's not difficult. It really will open up all sorts of avenues for you. And I don't know, I wish you well. I hope you can use this to your full advantage and grow lots of plants. Coming down here and checking your plants in the morning is a wonderful treat. Very exciting to see what's growing and to see how your plants are growing. So I think that's about it for now. Thank you for watching. I hope you watched to the very end. The cost to build this is maybe $70. It depends if you buy 2 new lights. I think they were $25 each. You've got heat mats. The bulb and the little electric socket are not very much to get some more heat in there. And then if you can find some off-cut pieces of the heavy-duty, high-density polyethylene, some sheets of plastic, you're good to go. So any questions, please put them in the comments. Happy gardening, happy spring. Bye for now.